when I was taking my notes for this subject here, okay, I don't want to be hyperbolic. I don't want to feel like I'm trying to be over the top with this. And trust me, I don't even have a thumbnail in mind just yet. But if you clicked on this video, you've seen the thumbnail, trust me, this is not clickbait. This is not clickbait. I am honestly feeling this way, not only specifically about Megyn Kelly after what I just heard. I mean, I already heard her talk about how 15-year-old girls is like not too young. That was already disgusting. And I was like, okay. But then after hearing this, it's like, I think Megyn Kelly is the devil. Like, if the devil was on earth, it has to be through people like her. And I am being honest here, because you can't walk through this earth being as hateful, being as evil as she is displaying here. And this is not just for her. Trust me. This is the majority of the Republican Party. So when it comes to the situation with the individuals on the boats and our good old government, Mr. Peace, no war, is deciding to kill people for little to no reason. And to be honest, they're telling us without any substantive proof. I want to see the proof. I'm not going to just listen to the hearsay. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. You're taking people's lives. You're killing them. And you just want me to take word of mouth? You want me to take your word for it? That's number one. Number two, even if they are drug dealers, let's just say they got pounds of cocaine on that boat. That does not give you the right to kill people. I'm going to say it again for the hard-headed ones out there who's sitting in the back right now. That does not give you the right to kill anybody. When have we been okay with that? Can somebody let me know in the chat? When have we been okay with that? So if anybody is sitting here, especially the party is like, oh my God, how are you guys celebrating Charlie Kirk's assassination? Oh, you guys are evil. You're celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. But sitting here making excuses. And then on top of that, you're fantasizing these people being bombed. What are we doing here? That can only come, not an opportunist. I've seen a lot of opportunists in my time. They wouldn't even go that far. They have some sort of morals and standards. But only a straight up evil person can go that far. And ladies and gentlemen, this is what this looks like. Let's go ahead and get into it. Now, before we get into what she's going to spew here, listen to, I found this very interesting. Listen to her get out of jail free card explanation for the soldiers who followed illegal orders, for the soldiers that participated in war crimes. Yes, it's a war crime. Listen to her like, hey, everything's fine though. Listen to this.
Look, the problem they have in the Hegseth situation is reportedly, and again, this is a big asterisk because this Washington Post reporting, that allegedly after this incident on September 2nd, they then changed the policy, the approach to not, quote, double tap if there were survivors on the boats, from the boats now swimming in the water after their boat was blown to smithereens. Yeah. So it would suggest an acknowledgement that having taken out those two on September 2nd, was not ideal. I don't know if it's an acknowledgement it was illegal, but it certainly seems to have been a change in policy. And in the law, that's exactly the kind of thing you use against somebody, the change in policy or the change in behavior. Having said all that, Mark, these guys are in no danger whatsoever. If some overzealous, Senate panel leads to a recommendation for charges, the DOJ somehow finds, I don't know, some weird independent streak and decides to indict these guys, or whoever it would be, it might be a military prosecution. President Trump is going to pardon them. These guys have nothing to worry about for this strike.
Well, they don't have anything to worry about. I agree with you from the point of view of a Justice Department indictment. And I may be wrong about this, but I don't know that the president can pardon people in the court of military justice.
Hello.
And certainly it can impact their careers.
Hello. Do we see what the game is here? Hey, you're fine though, because we have a corrupt, evil president that's going to pardon you anyway. I don't ever want to hear the words mutter out of the mouth of another Republican saying the word accountability. I don't ever want to hear it. I don't ever want to hear Republicans talk about holding yourself accountable for your own actions. No one is above the law, right? But we just heard Megyn Kelly say, hey, don't worry. Trump is going to pardon you. Who cares if you committed war crimes? Trump is going to pardon you. When I heard that, I was like, hey, this is going to be a pretty interesting video. All right, let's hear the disgusting part.
Himself.
Well, I mean, I guess that won't necessarily affect anything other than the truth of Hegseth's denial as espoused by Trump on Air Force One, that Hegseth told me he did not order that. Right. So, I mean, that may get Hegseth off the hook. In any event, it's like, to me, it's kind of annoying to even debate it. I do think our soldiers and, all armed forces should not commit war crimes. Mm-hmm. Definitely on team don't commit a war crime. But I also feel like I object to even the scrutiny of this event because it's all manufactured. It's only being done to retroactively justify this, seditious six and that's what Hegseth is calling them, and their video, which was based on nothing. They're just now digging. It's a fishing expedition. And it does feel a little, Stalin's right-hand man-esque, like, show me the man and I'll show you the crime. That's how it feels to me. So I'm really not that into it, nor do I really care that we're killing the drug boat guys trying to kill my kids and yours right now by bringing their fentanyl to the United States to try to get our kids when they go to college with, some drug in some moment of weakness where they think they're taking a Xanax, like what happened to poor Eric Bolling's child, and instead it's laced with fentanyl. So I really do kind of not only want to see them killed in the water, whether they're on the boat or in the water, but I'd really like to see them suffer. I would like Trump and Hegseth to make it last a long time so that they lose a limb and bleed out a little. Like, I'm really having a difficult time ginning up sympathy for these guys who 10 seconds earlier almost got taken out by the initial bomb, but
okay. What is she talking about? What is she talking about? Let's start with square number one. Okay, let's start with base number one. Where is the proof? Where is the proof? If you're just going by hearsay, you are a very uneducated individual. I was going to say another word. I'd probably get in trouble, but you are a very uneducated individual. You can't just deem somebody a drug dealer if you don't give them due process. That's what that's for. To be like, hey, this is the proof. This is the evidence that you committed a crime. And then we will punish you according to. That's number one. Number two, I don't care if they were drug dealers, because we're going to get into that in a second. What gives you the right to kill them? What gives you the right to drop not one, but 2 bombs on them? What gives you the right? Only a hateful person can come to that conclusion. This is the Republican Party. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Republican Party. But it's crazy because she's of course, they have to fearmonger people into not caring about these people so you can see them as less than, so you can see them as less than human by saying, oh my God, they're coming after your kids with drugs. Oh my God, there's one story that could happen to you. That could happen to your loved one. So what America is doing is not a war crime. They're trying to protect you. That's how they do it. That's how they try to fearmonger into what you're seeing and saying it's okay. Don't be that idiot and fall for it. But my question is, if the Republican Party, if Megyn Kelly is so concerned about drugs coming into the country and killing people, why did Trump just pardon Juan Hernandez, who was convicted, not allegedly, not a conspiracy, convicted? If you don't know what that word means, pause this video, go ahead, get your ass on Google. Convicted of bringing over 400 tons of cocaine to this country. Why would Trump do that? If you're so concerned about drugs. I don't think she's going to answer. I don't think she has an answer for that. And if it is, it's some lukewarm type of excuse. But I'm gonna leave you with this. And I hope that there is Megyn Kelly fans watching this. I hope. That is my prayer, that this video will get into the hands of a Republican, of a Megyn Kelly fan. If you're watching this and you know somebody who listens to her content, who's a Republican, I want you to send them this video. Send them to this timestamp right here, because I got something to say for them. If you are finding yourself making excuses or saying what is happening, okay, you listening are evil. You are Satan himself. That's simple. A loving, good person is not going to make excuses for killing people for little to no reason. A good person is not going to come up with excuses for that.
I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra.